Because he a good boxer. Like, that's when I look at y'all two as the best in the division.
How? Show me something that he did spectacular. Show me something that he did outrageous. Show me.
Right.
His power not outrageous.
Okay.
What defense?
You think he got defense?
He just jumped. You never see him slip no punch. You never see him slip no punch. Go look at it. You see him back up from a lot of people. Back up, move around. He don't got no technique. And his offense is the same thing. Go look at his fight.
So
I probably hit him on game. But
you feel like it's easy work though. You like.
Come on, bro.
Do you ever think we'll see you in Tank? Realistically.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I don't really like talking about him.
Yeah.
Cause like the way that he move is goofy to me. Like it's some weird stuff. I really don't like speaking on him, but like same thing that
Fighting perspective.
Same thing that I said with Tio. If anybody got issues with me or feel some type of way about me, you could come see me on fight night and resolve every issue that you got. Yeah. I stand by that with anybody.
Gervonta Davis didn't hold back in a fiery live interview, calling out Shakur Stevenson. Tank questioned Stevenson's skill set and fighting style, claiming he lacks excitement, reigniting tension between the two undefeated rivals.
People that can actually hit. No matter all that boxing, you going to get hit. What you gonna do?
Gervonta Davis has repeatedly criticized Stevenson, labeling him a boring fighter and questioning his punching power. He's argued that Shakur doesn't hit hard and lacks the kind of style that draws fans, calling his approach ineffective and unentertaining.
Shakur Stevenson, of course he's now 135 after all that stuff, and then Devin Haney.
Right, so why people even talk like he the best at, he didn't even fight at 135 yet.
Right.
He didn't even have power at 126, 126, 30 or none.
He is good.
Okay. How can you, all that's just...
Shakur Stevenson, however, sees things differently. He believes Davis's attitude has grown more hostile as his career has progressed, suggesting that Tank privately recognizes him as the biggest threat in the division, even if he denies it publicly. According to Shakur, that's why Davis reacts so strongly whenever his name comes up.
What changed?
Competition. As you get older, you start to know what competition is, and he kind of looked at me like I feel like I was a threat, which is rightfully so. Like I don't blame him for the way that he looked at me, but it is what it is. It's two guys that just want to be the best in our sport and be ready to lay it all on the line.
Did he say to you like, yo, I don't want to be friends, or we can't, or is it just like a gradual thing where it started to become more distant?
Now you just know energy. You know energy. Once you feel the energy that's coming at you, you understand like, okay, I get it.
When do you think that started to change?
I think as he kind of matured and got older. Once you get older and mature, his energy kind of let it be known like, yeah, you the ops. We gotta fight.
Many analysts argue that while Gervonta Davis has devastating knockout power, it may not be enough against Stevenson's style. Some have even compared it to Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, where elite skill, movement, and control neutralized raw power.
When you come across Shakur Stevenson, I'm gonna say it here on the front page, and Tank, I love you, brother, and still would love to talk to you.
100.
But when you get in there with Shakur, it's gonna remind me of Deontay Wilder fighting Tyson Fury.
Ooh.
Because what you gonna do when you come across a motherfucker you can't knock out? Only thing you gonna do is just get more frustrated.
That's a terrible analogy.
I'm just saying.
Only reason why I'm saying this is a terrible analogy is because Tank Davis. Remember, you've heard Coach Cal say this all the time. He says the same thing, and I know exactly what he means. We just waiting on somebody to pull it out of him. You ever hear him say that?
Yeah.
We got so it's just we ain't been able to show it because ain't nobody been able to pull it out of him. We looking forward to the big fights. We looking forward to the big matchups because those are the kind of people that's going to pull it out of them. So with a fight with Shakur, you're going to see this boxing style that you don't.
Andre Ward has publicly praised Shakur Stevenson's talent, highlighting his dedication and mindset. Ward described Stevenson as a true student of the game, someone who keeps learning, stays disciplined, and continues to grow with every fight.
A lot of stuff he could have did, but he's so talented and gifted, man, you know. You also got to trust what he's seeing in it. You know, we're on the outside, you know. But I think he put on a tremendous performance, and obviously, you know, the level he's at, you always look for things he could do better.
Andre Ward said we still don't fully know how great Shakur Stevenson can become, pointing out that he's still developing and hasn't yet faced every elite challenge available.
Oh, he's not done yet, you know, not done yet. He's a great for sure. How great, we're gonna see. You know, he got a lot, he can box as long as he wants to box, because he don't take punishment, and he's a master boxer, you know what I mean? So, just excited for him, man, happy for him, man. You know, it's hard for me to see my brothers fight when I'm not fighting. That's harder to me than to actually fight, because I can't help it. So I'm just happy it's over, man. I'm happy we got the win, and get home to them babies.
Terrence Crawford explained that Stevenson has the skill, ring IQ, and discipline to outbox Gervonta Davis. He emphasized that Shakur's defensive control makes him one of the few fighters capable of beating Tank.
Your little brother, you know what I'm saying, Shakur, that's the fight. Everybody want to see that. That's the 50-50, I think, you know what I'm saying? I've been saying 50-50. I told both of them that. That's a toss-up to me. No bias. Don't just say that because it's your man. Who you got winning that?
I got Shakur.
Are you saying that because that's your man and you don't like Tank?
Hey, like I said, I respect Tank. Like, boxing, he's one of the ones.
Yeah.
we gonna take his personality and personal things out of it. But boxing, he's definitely talented. You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And yeah, he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur is a different fighter. You know, Shakur is different. You know, people may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they say the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive fighters. Tank is not going to be able to hit Shakur like he hit everybody else. And he knows that. He knows that. That's why he's like, he's boring. He's this, he's that. He's trying to diminish everything that Shakur have done. So it's not.
Sean Porter weighed in, saying Gervonta Davis can't rely solely on a knockout against Stevenson. He noted that Tank understands how dangerous Shakur's defense and ring IQ are, making this a far more complex fight than usual.
Everybody thinks that Tank is gonna go in there and just knock out Shakur.
That's not gonna happen.
But it didn't take. It shouldn't have taken this fight.
I knew he couldn't.
For people to realize.
Yeah.
Right.
I knew that too. But yeah.
Shakur is a defensive specialist.
And I've been saying this for a long time. If you pay attention to how Tank would react whenever Shakur's name came up, I was like, yo, it's something that Tank knows that most people don't know or understand. There's something that he sees in Shakur. It could be the fact that Shakur was a 2016 silver medalist. You know,
got a lot to do with it.
He's that, you know, the silver child of the country, and you know, there's no telling. But this is what I've always known. It ain't just a big straight left or a big left right hook coming from Tank that's going to end that night. That night is going to be the most strategical you've seen both these guys ever be in a fight. I don't know if we're going to ever get it.
I think we will.
You think we will, huh?
For sure. Who else is there if Tank trying to prove he's still the man? Who else?
Porter also suggested that once Gervonta Davis moves past his legal issues, he could return even more dangerous, comparing it to Mike Tyson's comeback after adversity. He believes challenges like that can sharpen a fighter's mindset, especially for someone with Tank's natural explosiveness.
To get a message to Tank for him to like make sure he understood, like when you get past this legal situation, he's feel me on this. Tell me if y'all feel me on this. He's gonna be just like Mike Tyson was when Mike came out of jail. Everybody
be waiting for him.
Mike was the meanest thing before he went away. Tank. And when he came out, everybody wanted to see what version he was now, who he was now, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
To me, it's the same thing with Tank. He's gonna have an opportunity to really just go right back to being what he was before he went away. It ain't too many people in this world that can do that.
Nah, it ain't. And Tank is definitely, and now I'm gonna tell you why. It's because they love him like they love Mike. It's what they did when he got in the ring. Like Tank knocks niggas out. Tank gonna always get paid anytime he feel like fighting because he got that knock.
Shakur Stevenson believes Gervonta Davis would struggle against him because of his defensive IQ, timing, and discipline. He also pointed out a difference in mindset, saying Tank operates with a me or nobody approach, while he focuses on testing himself against elite competition. Stevenson believes that mentality, combined with his technical skills, gives him the edge to control the fight and neutralize Tank's power over the distance.
Getting to the level
For
that
sure,
you're at
he
now.
knew exactly deep down inside, he could sit here and say, I'm not this, I'm not a good fighter, I'm not that, but deep down inside, he knows that I'm the truth.
Right.
So with him knowing that, he knows that I'm the biggest threat around where he's at.
You see, he gets very upset when people ask him about you.
Yeah, I think that's insecurity though. I think he's insecure.
Because he knows that you give him trouble? Like, what's he insecure about in your opinion?
With top level guys like him, cause like I'm kind of different. I look at things like competition, but like his mentality is more so like it's either me or it's nobody. It's not a 1A, 1B, or you don't have nobody equal to you. So I understand his mentality, but I like to prove that I'm the best. So we kind of just move in different ways. Yo, let's make this fight happen.
What is the step now that you make, like in terms of trying to get this done?
I think the main step is one of us gotta find a way to reach out and try to get the fight to happen. It can't be no little kid shit. It can't be no back and forth, go back and forth. We gotta be grown men and get the fight done. Like, that's how I feel. I would love to talk to him and have a real conversation and make this fight happen. But you know, some guys be kind of egotistic, so I don't know where his ego is at.
When's the last time you spoke to him privately?
I mean, bro, just like he crazy. Like he'll DM me some crazy shit.
Like what?
I don't even want to say it.
Like smack talk?
Yeah. He talk crazy. Me and him got like DMs of just going back and forth all the time. Yeah.
Recently?
Not too long.
Shakur Stevenson explained that his relationship with Gervonta Davis broke down due to public tension, failed negotiations, and repeated back-and-forth exchanges in the media. He said there was mutual respect early on, but constant callouts without real progress created friction. Over time, Stevenson felt Davis became more dismissive, turning the rivalry into one driven more by ego and perception than actual fight talks.
To see me versus Tank. So it's like, with him, with his pride and like his ego, it's hard for him to even, want to get on the phone, want to reach out, or put all that other to the side. That nigga just got too much ego on that shit.
But where did the beef come from? It's like, it seemed like he really don't like you.
Nah, he don't.
But why? Like, what did y'all do? Cause y'all was cool at one point, right? We see videos of y'all as amateurs. It's cool. Y'all knew each other. Like, where did it start that y'all don't like each other?
Nah, that shit started from him. Like, everybody really think like, cause people run with like false narratives, so they gonna say they versions of like the story, but truthfully, like when I first was around him, he was showing a lot of love, and then once I became a threat, is where like everything switched over. Once like people started talking about me and my name started getting bigger, then it was like I'll go fight and I'll get on Twitter and he'll like post, oh, he did that because it was a cab driver, or he'll just post some like hating ass to where like it was unnecessary to go do that shit. Cause like so we was like cool type shit. So but now he like flipped it to turn it like I did something to him and he made himself believe that. But nah, that just, I think like in his brain it's just one person and nobody else could be up here.
Gervonta Davis, on the other hand, believes many fighters use his name for attention rather than genuine intent. He argues that opponents often call him out while already tied to other fights, using his popularity to boost their own profile. Davis suggested that when Stevenson is linked to other names like Devin Haney, his callouts feel more strategic than serious, claiming that a real fight would be prioritized if the intent was genuine.
They always call me out when they have a fight. You don't never see them call me out when they don't have no fight. Never. Like when they just sitting around saying, they don't never call me out. They always call me out when they got a fight lined up.
All right, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now go look back at it. Like you'll see like, yeah, they faking.
Is it any, like, do you have I know you talked before about like these 5-7 fights that you want before you go out. Is that still that? Do you have a list of people that you want to get out the way before you get out of here?
Not really. No, not really. I mean, if the opportunity presents itself, then yeah, for sure I'll attack it. Not really. I ain't so like trying to get up.
Davis has also questioned Stevenson's accomplishments, asking what he's done to deserve a fight of that magnitude. He's publicly shown more interest in matchups with fighters like Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, and Vasily Lomachenko, framing those as more meaningful. This stance has fueled debate, as Stevenson continues pushing for the fight while Davis looks elsewhere, reinforcing the perception of strategic avoidance.
Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him. The Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who
I
might
keep
be
saying
afraid?
his name for.
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, you know, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only win in basketball and football. Don't win in boxing.
Eddie Hearn has strongly backed Shakur Stevenson, calling him one of the most underrated fighters in boxing. Hearn emphasized that Stevenson's style, built on elite fundamentals, ring IQ, and defensive mastery, makes him extremely difficult to beat. He added that controlling distance and consistently winning rounds at the highest level is a rare skill that deserves more recognition.
I think Shakur is massively underrated in terms of his achievements and his ability. Everyone in boxing knows how good Shakur is. He is pound for pound, top 5 in terms of quality. But look at the achievements of the young man. 28 years of age, he's already a 3-division world champion. This is to become a 4-division world champion.
Timothy Bradley Jr. said a fight between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson is one of the most important matchups in boxing today. He believes it would finally settle the debate between power and skill, determining who truly leads the division. While Stevenson brings elite defense and IQ, Bradley noted that Davis's knockout power always gives him a chance to change the fight in an instant.
It's just me, just my nature, man. Like, in order to be the best, you gotta beat the best. Like, it's just too much talking, man. You know, like, of course, we've had some fights, you know, Turkey Al-Sheikh has put on some good fights and stuff like that, and it made crazy money, and it made perfect sense, but, like, I'm just saying, man, like, it don't matter. If you was close by my weight class, bro, and we can generate some money, and we can, you know, you got accolades on the line, I'm for it. It don't matter who you are, man. So, but yeah, that's just it. You know, fights in particular, I want to see, man. I want to see Tank, and I want to see Shakur, bro. Like, come on. I want to see Tank and Shakur. That's what we want to see. You know, another fight. I want to see, what's that boy name is? I want to see, well, Boots got to fight against Xander. But you know, I want to see all the titles get unified at with junior middleweight, junior middleweight. Yeah, I want to see all the titles get unified there. And if you don't want to unify all the titles, if you don't want to pay all those sanction fees, I get it. But you know, fight the champion out there. You know what I mean? Relinquish one belt and go after the champion. That way you don't have to pay so many sanction fees. But yeah, but I want to see stuff.
So now it all comes down to this: skill or power. Will Shakur Stevenson outclass everyone with his elite defense, timing, and ring IQ? Or will Gervonta Davis prove that one punch is all it takes to change everything? Collision, this isn't just another fight, it's a clash that could define an entire era of boxing. Fire, the only question is, will we actually see it happen? Who you got, Shakur or Tank? Drop your prediction below. Like, subscribe, and stay locked in with Fight Zone for more boxing content.